hat, it's time to go.
Hi, I'm Madame Pamita, and this is Madame Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can find me online at parlorofwonders.com. All right, today I'm going to show you a spell that's about increasing your courage and personal power. You know, in life we face a lot of situations that may make us feel afraid or nervous or intimidated in some way. Think about situations at work, for example, or court case situations, or any situation where you're facing the system. In other words, you may feel a little discouraged, a little bit feeling scared, or feeling a little bit inferior in some way. And those are the perfect situations where we need to do a courage spell. Even situations in personal relationships can use courage sometimes. Sometimes we need the courage to say something that needs to be said to someone we care about. And so that's another situation where a courage spell could be very, very effective. So I'm going to show you a very simple, very easy courage spell using candles, using gemstones, and using oils to bring about a sense of courage, of bravery, and confidence. So what you're going to need for this spell are a few things. First of all, you're going to need a purple candle. In this case, I'm using a purple figural candle, but you could certainly use a purple taper of some kind if you can't get the figural candle in purple. I think I'm the only one that I know of that sells purple figural candles, so of course you can get them from me. And these are made with beeswax, and they're made in my shop, so they're made with a lot of love and a lot of care. In this case, I have a woman. Of course, if your spell is for yourself, you would choose the one identified where you identify. But if you were doing this spell for someone else, because you may be wanting to do that spell to help someone with their own courage, you would pick the candle with the gender that they identify with. So here I have a purple candle representing me. Then I have 12 tiny tapers. Now these are very, very small. They're birthday candle size. They're beeswax birthday candles. And I'm using the natural yellow beeswax. And the reason I'm using yellow is because yellow is for success. Purple, on the other hand, is for power and mastery and being really in your place of strength and courage. So that's why we're using purple and yellow. We're also going to be using a couple different condition oils. We're going to be using Crucible of Courage oil, and we're also going to be using Power oil. And those we're going to be applying to the candles. Finally, we're going to be using 3 gemstones in this spell. The reason I like to use stones in spells like this is because earth energy is what imbues any kind of gemstone. It's something solid, it's something long-lasting, it's something that really gives a strong foundation. And when we are searching for courage, we want to have something that makes us feel strong. So that's why I'm using stones instead of herbs in this spell. So in this case, I'm using 3 particular gemstones that are very focused on courage. This brownish one is tiger's eye. The greenish one is amazonite. And this orangey one is carnelian. All 3 stones have many qualities, but one quality that they all share is that they help with courage. So what we're going to do for this spell to start is by getting our candle representing us, or the person that we're working on, the person who needs the courage and the power, and we're going to inscribe their name on it. So I'm going to put my name on this candle. So I'm going to write my name at the bottom, at the base. That's all you need to do. If you were doing it on a taper, you could write it going up the taper, but since this is a figural candle, it's just easy to write it on the base. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dress that candle with Power oil. So I put a few drops on my hands, not too much. This oil is made with real essential oils and real herbs, so it really brings and imbues that candle with the power of power. So I'm going to apply it to the candle going from the base toward the wick because I want to bring in power to myself, courage and confidence. I might even say those words. May I have courage and confidence in this situation that is making me feel a little bit nervous or afraid. Then I'm going to place that candle on a tray. Now, of course, you can melt the bottom of that candle to make it stabilize and make it stick to the tray. You can melt it a little bit with match, but it's a pretty stable candle. Next, I'm going to take 12 yellow candles, those yellow tiny tapers, and I'm going to dress them with Crucible of Courage oil. Now I've already dressed these candles and I've already affixed them, so I'm just going to show you for that last one what we like to do. So we're going to put a few drops of that Crucible of Courage oil on my hands, and I'm going to dress the candle in an upward motion going from the base toward the wick. Then I'm going to take a match I'm going to light the bottom of that candle and just melt it a little bit, and then I'm going to affix it to that tray. There. Now in this situation, I affixed these candles in a way that they were in a square, 3 on each side, making up the 12 candles. And the reason I did that is because the shape of a square is good for bringing in stability. And so in looking at bringing in stability and bringing in courage, we always want to try and do as many things as possible to encourage that or support that. So now I'm going to put my stones around my candles. I can just slide them in there. And I might want to put, it doesn't have to be 3 stones, it can be 4 stones, which is nice because that number 4 is also about stability, but in this case I have 3. And I put them around those candles. Now I'm ready to do my spell. So, of course, as you're applying the oils, as you're prepping the candles, you can speak your words of power, empowerment, intention, and prayer, and so on. But the really important time to do it is when you are lighting the candles. First, I'm going to light the master candle, the candle in the middle, which represents me. May I feel empowered, strong, confident in my truth and in my success. And I light that candle. And then I'm going to light the little candles all around. As I light each one, I can speak my words of intention for my success, that I feel strong and confident, and so on. And there we've lit our final candle. Now the spell has started, the spell is going. We wait for those candles to burn down and the spell is complete. You can take out those 3 stones and then carry them with you to give you the courage as you do the thing that you're afraid of doing, or just to give you courage in your life. Those are very powerful talismans now. The rest of the wax you can dispose of ritually in a crossroads, or you can bury it on your property to keep your courage with you. So that's a beautiful and very simple, very straightforward spell for courage and power. And I'm very, very happy to share it with you. I'm Madam Pamita, and this is Madam Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can find me online at parlorofwonders.com.